Very important note today, but once again, keeping it short because I only have so much footage of this tree. But the idea today is that it's important for us to not instinctively read or see as sabotage what, if we're actually looking at it, is really just something that's still under construction. That it's something which hasn't been taken apart or attacked or disassembled or broken, but rather something which is still very much in the process of coming together. And I mean this at many different levels. In the simplest sense, I mean, it's the sort of thing that when we're game developers comes up all the time as to we're working on a feature and we might get some sort of early QA feedback or early testing feedback from whether it's friends and family or proper actual kind of QA process. Somebody seeing as broken something which is still just being worked on. Like, we know that's not where it's going. That's not the aim. That's not the goal. It's just that that's not fully in there yet. We're working on it. But where this has much bigger implications in our lives and in the world around us is that there's so many complaints that we have with civilization, with society, with our workplace, with economics, with ways people relate to each other, that frankly, the solution isn't one of repairing damage that's been done to it. Because in many cases, the awful, messy, unsatisfactory, pretty ugly solution that's there right now is still incrementally better than how it was 10, 20, 30, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. Now, I want to emphasize, this is not to let off the hook and say things are fine, things are good enough, we should all be grateful or anything like that. By all means, where you spot that there's work to be done, there is absolutely work to be done. But that work is work of invention. It's work of creation. It's work of new ideas. It's work of getting new structures in place to have people work together in ways that hopefully eliminate things that used to be issues that we hadn't yet found a good solution to. I mean, in the easiest level of looking at this, obviously there were downsides to a model of civilization where a king reigns. But assassinating the king would not have fixed the problem until there were better processes in place, until there were better ideas in place, until people had got themselves in an orderly way that they knew ways to build upon that and proceed and give more people a voice. Now, it also doesn't mean that the work is done in terms of finding ways to improve structure, whether it's government, whether it's education, whether it's big business, whatever it is. There are many ideas today that have helped us reduce old systematic problems and still many systematic problems that persist. But once again, the solution is unlikely to be something like we need to find and punish who caused this to be so broken. What we need is, once again, convincing, solid, coherent, rigorous, well-explained, clear cases for how, in practice, not just even how things could be better, but every bit as important as that, maybe more important than that, is what's a realistic, actual, actionable roadmap that's going to get us from here to there. That from the people who have to be involved along the way, what's it going to look like between each step of progression? Because if we can't make that happen, then the final goal can't happen either. But it's important that we don't see as sabotage, as damage in need of repair, where it's frankly still being worked on by all of us together as our collective project.